Right, good morning. Couple of guitars in today. Well, couple of guitars from the same guy. I actually bought me 3 guitars over there, but one of them was not worth fixing. It would have cost. He needed a refret, and it's an old Yamaha acoustic, and it's probably not worth a lot of money. And it needs a refret. And I said to him, a refret starts at 125 quid plus you got the price of the fret wire. I says you'll actually buy a good Yamaha guitar for cheaper than that. So we decided not to do that. But the 2 he has bought in. And a bit of a story with these 2 guitars. I mean, we've got one here. It's an Epiphone SG. He's just bought this, so it's more or less brand new. He played his first gig with it last week. Someone got up on stage, put a big ding in it. I says I could repair that, but it's going to cost you 75 odd quid or whatever. I says, or I can just drop some glue in there and stop the splinters falling out, which is what I've done with some super glue. I'm going to have to leave it like that. I'm going to get a bit more in there so it's not so prominent. I'm going to match it up with a bit of pen. And it's just coming for a basic setup. It wants a setup, but it also wants 4 frets leveling. Brand new guitar, wants 4 frets leveling. I showed him while he was here. We took the truss rod cover off, straightened the neck, went over with fret rocker, 4 high frets, 2 of them really quite high. So I've told him I'll do him a special rate on this because he's got 2 guitars being done. So I've done him a special rate on that. I'm not really charging him. I should by rights have charged him for a complete setup at 70 notes, but I haven't. I've charged him for a basic setup plus a bit extra for doing the frets. Doing the frets at half price for him, so that's going to cost him 50 quid, whereas really it should have been 70. But I've done that because he's also bought me another guitar as well. Also needs a setup. Epiphone 339. I've already checked it while he was here. The intonation he's doing it needs a setup. He didn't bring any strings, so you know I might stick a set of new strings. I imagine I'm going to use the SG tomorrow. I might put a set of new strings on him here as a freebie. And leave this one as is. So that's it, 2 basic setups. Epiphone 339. This one I imagine were made in China. Nice looking guitar. Needs a bit of a fret polish. I'll chuck that in for now. I'm going to crack on with that one in a bit, but first I'm going to be doing the SG. This one here. This again made in China, obviously. A beautiful looking guitar. Such a shame about that ding. And it's got a small, must have a little ding there as well. Bring it in. Very, very minor, that one. It's just a ding. It's not indented, but this one, I mean, I could fill that with some rosewood dust, but then when I put super glue on it, it's going to be darker. We could get some regular sawdust in there, glue it in, colour it and sand over. I don't remember mucking about with sanding guitars for 40 quid. I told you I'll just stick some super glue on there, gloss it up a bit, and I'll try and get this shine back off, because these satin guitars, once you've had them a bit, they all shine up where your hands go and your arms go, and you'll notice it goes all round here as well. It'll shine up, and that has shined up a bit. I'm going to try and dull that out, get some white spirit on there or something, some kind of solvent on there just to take that shine away. I'll have to read up on the internet how to do that. So that's it, basic setup on each, 4 frets leveling on this. Done him a good rate. He's gigging tomorrow, so I'm going to, rather than babble about, keep talking nonsense, I'm going to actually crack on with it, and I'll come back later when I'll come back with an update later. There you go. Right, back with this one of 2 guitars from the same customer today. I'm working on the SG at the moment. I keep dabbing bits of glue in that hole, that ding we've got there. We're going to try and get that mashed up. It's looking a bit rough at the moment because we've took a bit of a bit of a finish off the guitars. We've had to do because we have to, once we get the glue in there, we level it with a Stanley blade. I'll get that all matched up with the correct furniture pens later, and we'll sort that out. But what I'm doing at the moment is I'm leveling my frets. So I'm going to turn the camera around and you can watch how I do this. As you can see, there are 3, 1, 2, 3 frets need doing. Let me just whiz in. There's one up here, but the second to last one is a little bit high as well, but I don't think that is high. I think this one's just a bit low, but because the second to last one, it doesn't matter, we ain't got to touch it. And the reason I'm leaving it alone is I don't want to be dinging over the guitar body and filing over there. That'll be absolutely fine once we've got the action set and everything, because that's a little bit high. It doesn't matter because it's at the end, it's the last fret. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in here. As you can see, I've got them marked up where they're high. This is high from here to the end. This one's in the middle, and this one's from here to the end again. So I'm going to crack on with them. What I'm going to do is, first, I've got my neck checked with the not straight edge. I've straightened the neck, so we've checked the level of the frets. I know these 3 are high. I'll go across with a fret rocker. And there you go, that's all over there. What I'm going to do is, this is why I've taped them up, because this is a very sharp file. It's a number 3 file, Swiss made. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go across the top and I'm going to remove the pen. But only on the areas where I've marked. And then I'm going to check again. Still rocking a little bit in the centre. And that's it, we've levelled that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with a crowning file. I'm going to come over at an angle. Just all I'm going to do is just going to take them rough edges off I've just put in there. I'm going to roll over to the centre like so. Job done. Check the height again. That's absolutely fine now. Go across with the pen. I mean, this isn't done yet, it's going to be polished and everything. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to go across with the pen. And we need to re-crown that. I'm going to go across with the crowning file. I want to leave a thin line on top, because that's putting the crown back in to that fret. Got nice and thin on there. That's beautiful. I'm going to finish off with a crowning file. So we've put that arc back in on the top of the fret. Still a little bit rough there. I need to get one more file on the go. I have got, if I can find the thing. There you go. Got my diamond edged crowning file. I'm going to give it a clean. A wet wipe and a dry wipe. It's got diamonds on the arc. It's an arced file. I'm too close there. Diamond cut, and we're just going to go over there. And this is going to give it a final polish and a final cut. That's it. A little bit of wire wool if I've got any left. I can't find it. I've got a dab of it somewhere, but a tiny bit here. And there you go. That's that fret done. It's now level, no rock. That's that one fret done. That's it. I'm going to do the same with these two. We've got no marks on the guitar because we taped it all up. I'm going to get all the frets polished up, and I'm going to get a setup on there. So that's it. No point me showing you these two. Exactly the same scenario as that. I've rushed this. Normally I take a little bit more time on that. Just make sure there's no burrs anywhere. I could come and re-crown these edges, redo these edges as well if I wanted to, take any sharpness out of there. But you know, that's it. That one's polished, it's done, and I'm going to crack on with the rest of the guitar, and I'll come back later when there's another update. Right, I'm back with this lovely SG, and done the frets, leveled the 3 frets I mentioned. I've also polished the frets, and I've lemon oiled, or natural oiled, what do you call it? Whatever. Mineral oil we use. Mineral oil with a hint of lemon in it. It's not actually lemon oil, but we'll call it lemon oil. And I've oiled the fretboard as well to give that a bit of a clean and a bit of a treatment. So that's absolutely bang on. Now, you see, like I said earlier, I should really be charging for a complete setup on this at 70 quid. Reason being is that frets levelled, so all the electrics looked at and everything, is a regular setup, plus is having all this polishing and that done, plus is having that repair done. So why am I not charging a complete setup price? Well, let me tell you something. When I get new clients in, you see, I want to keep them. And I want them to come back always, and I want them to always come to me. And my clients do always come back to me. Reason being, I treat them well, and I'm brilliant at my job, and I know that. Lord gave me wonderful blessed hands, and I put everything in the Lord's hands. I'm a Christian. But that aside, you know I'm brilliant at my job, and the reason I treat people, give them a bit of a treat, bit of a freebie on the first go, is they're going to come back. Now, I got to know this guy through one of my other clients, Christopher Bond, who used to go to another shop up the road there. and he was fed up with him and he come to me, and now he always comes to me because he gets treated right. But I did the same with him. I set up his Edwards Black Beauty, the 3 humbucker affair, set it up for him, and I only charged him 50 quid, and I did extra frets and everything on it. And the reason being, I told him the reason I do this first time, I knock people a bit off and I treat them well, is they're always going to come back. Now they understand next time we come back I'm charging them the proper rate, because I am running a business at the end of the day. And I'll do the same with this guy, Phil, who's the owner of this guitar. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish the setup, put some new strings on there, get the intonation done, get the action set the neck. I've already tightened up all the tuners, tightened these these screw heads here, bolts, nuts. I've tightened the screws at the back, and I'll go in, I'll do the same with the strap pins, make sure that's alright. I'll go through electrics, make sure they don't crackle. I'll do the intonation, set the bridge height, set the neck. And I do this, and I'm very thorough in what I do. But the thing is, once people have been to me and know we're going to get the job done absolutely right, they don't mind paying full price for everything. But the thing is, when you're starting a business, it's always about getting people in the door. Once you've got them in, you know, and you treat them with respect and you treat them well, and your work is good. I mean, my work's not below par in any way, shape or form. It's not average, it's amazing. And I know my work's amazing. And I know, I'm not saying I'm the best for miles around, but I'm as good as anyone. And I absolutely know that. I've got total trust in me and these hands and the blessings I've got from the Lord. So that's what I do. You know, and I look after my customers. And they can always come and talk to me with anything. I'll give them advice. Advice is absolutely free. I get many people contact me on Facebook. Vic, can you help me out with this? What do I do what do I need to do to this? And blah 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 blah. And it's completely free. If I've got the time, I'll spend time with you, and I'll do that. So, like I say, with this guitar, it's going to get the works. His other guitar is Epiphone 339. That's just having a regular setup, no fretwork on there. But this, yeah, brilliant. The 3 frets I've done are frets 3. I think it was 3. Was it 10 and 12? 3, 10 and 12 have been levelled and re-crowned. You've just seen how I've done it, you've just seen the video. That's already now. So that now is ready to have the strings put back on. I can get it set up, and then I can get to work on this part. I've filled in with more glue. I'm just going to keep topping it up with glue, and then I've got to match these colours back in. I've got to try and get this shine off. But end of the day, it looks fine from the front. You can see that shine on there now, but if you're looking at it like that, it's absolutely fine. You don't see that shine. I'm going to see what I need to do to that to get that a little bit duller. Maybe I'll just go with a bit of white wool or something. We'll see how we are. But that's it for now. I'll come back when this guitar's set up and I'll crack on with the next one. Right, back. And the SG is done. It's had a complete setup. Just done the intonation, done the height of the strings, in relation to the frets, 1.75 on the low E, from the top of the fret to the bottom of the string 1.75 mil, 1.5 mil on the IE. I've also recut the nut, cut the nut slots a little bit deeper, to keep in line with the radius of the fretboard, much better now. The G string was a little bit high. I've had it plugged in, it sounds really, really nice. Now when it came to this, it doesn't look so bad. It looks like a piece of bird's eye maple there now, but the more I try and make that better, the worse it seems to come. I mean, I've just had an accident, not an accident, but I've wiped over with a cloth after I've sanded down a little bit, and forgetting that the cloth had got a little bit of lemon oil on it. So all that I did to make that matte and dull has now come undone. It's gone all shiny again. So what I'm going to do is, I've decided I'm going to leave that. You're going to get no better than that, and it's a freebie. If he doesn't want it like that, I can pick all that back out again and we can fill it with some sawdust and we can do a colour match as best we can. But as things are, I'm just leaving it as is, because the more I polish it, the more I sand it, the worse the job seems to get. I don't have any fine enough sandpaper, so anyway, but that's it. The setup is done. The guitar plays brilliant. Like I said, I've cut the nut, tightened up all the tuners, done the intonation, done the action, re-radius, set the pickup heights. I've had it plugged in, it sounds really, really nice. So that's it now, that's that one done. Under the circumstances, I don't think there's a lot more we could have done with that hole there. I could still top it up with glue. It's still going to look dark. I'll keep topping it up with a bit of glue until we've got it absolutely flush. And that'll be it. So all being well, I mean, you can collect the guitar tonight, all being well. I'm going to crack on now with the 339, and I'll come back with an update later. Right, so moving on, I've got this Epiphone 339, I've undone the truss rod cover, and I've straightened the neck, and I've gone across, and there are 5 frets on there need levelling. Now, I've not been commissioned to do the fret level on this, and it's just going in for a basic setup, so I'm just going to do a basic setup. I'm not going to touch the frets, and I'm going to say to him, when he comes to pick it up, I say, I ain't done frets, too many level. I'm not doing it for now on both guitars, so I'm going to say to him, if he wants the fret leveling doing, I'll do it for the extra it would be for a complete setup. So it'll be another 30 quid on top. So I'm going to set this up best I can. I'll do the intonation, I'll do the string height, the action, I'll cut the knot. But like I say, 5 frets want leveling. I can turn the camera down and show you where we are with that. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So there's a guitar. I'm not going to move the guitar or zoom in or anything. Straighten the neck, we're in the playing position there. And there we go. Fret 2, rocking. 3's okay. 4 is really high. 5's okay. 6 is high, that's 3. 7's okay. 8 is high. 9's okay. 10's okay. 11's high. 12's okay. 13's okay. 14's high. 15's a little bit high. 16's okay. 17's okay. 18's high. 19's high. 21 is high. So you've got about 8 or 9 frets here. All need a bit of work. This really should have a fret level. Fret level on its own is 85 quid. So we'll see where we are. I'm not going to include it with this setup. I won't even include it with a complete setup because there's 9 of them won't do it. You'd be looking about 85 quid to set this guitar up and to level all the frets. I'm just going to do a setup on this guitar, which is all I've been commissioned to do, and we'll see where we are from there. So until so that's it. So until there's another update, I'll crack on with it. Back again with 339. Just to make entirely sure of how many frets need doing, what I did was I actually set the neck not in just plain straight position, which is just off straight, a bit of relief. I actually set it exactly straight. The neck is perfectly level now. I'm going to go across these frets from this end to this end and show which ones are high. We've got 22 frets in all, so 22. High. 21. Fine. 20. High. 19. High. That's 3. 18 fine. 17 fine. 16 fine. 15 high. That's 4. Sorry. 15's fine. No, 15's high. That's 4. 14 is fine. No, 14's high. That's 5. 13's fine. 12 fine. 11 fine. 10 high. Is that 5 or 6? 9 fine. 8 high. 7 fine. 6 high. 5 fine. 4 high. 3 fine. 2 high. So I made it, I didn't count them, I lost count halfway down. I make it 9 frets are high there. That actually needs a fret level. So I'm just going to do a setup, which is all I've been commissioned to do. And I'll see where we are in a bit. Right, so here I am back with the 339, and I've had to make some compromises on this because, as mentioned before, there are 9 frets need leveling. 3 of them really quite, really very high. 2 definitely need dressing right back. So what I've had to do with this is for a little bit of extra relief in the neck to give me a little bit more of a bend in there, so we can allow for more vibration, because just set up normal I was getting a bit of vibration on these D, G, B strings. Now they're playing fine, and the guitar is playing fine, but I've had to go with the action a little bit higher as well than I'd normally like. I mean, it's recommended 2mm on my low E, 1.75 on my high E, but still higher than I wanted to. The thing is with this, I've been commissioned to do a basic setup, so it's all I've done. And even that said, my neck needs oiling and my frets need polishing. This should have had, I'd have thought, even more than a complete setup. I mean, a complete setup's 70 quid, that's from the bottom up, but it needs 9 frets doing. You'd have then been looking at paying for 4 extra frets, which would have been over 20 quid on top. Should have been looking at 90 quid for this. I'm going to suggest to the owner that, you know, we get them frets done, and I do it for the price of a normal fret level, which would have been 85 quid. So if you had another 45 quid, I'll do with 9 frets and I'll chuck some strings on there. But as is, that's as well set up as it can be for me. I mean, the action's still fine, it plays fine, and it's absolutely bang on set up. I've had it plugged in, it plays brilliant. It's all tuned in, the tuners have all been tightened up front and back. I've just got the strap pins to do now. The pickups are going to leave where they are. We're a little bit lower, but I'm going to leave where they are because the action's higher than I normally like it. So I might bring it up just a tiny bit. But that's it. So the 2 guitars, I've still got a little bit of work to do on the SG regarding the chip in there, which is free. I've done it free anyway. I've not charged for that. But it's more of a, it's just a touch-up job. It's not a bang on perfect. So that's it. These 2 guitars. For Phil, it will be, I'm going to contact him in a minute, let him know I can come round and collect him tonight. I'll talk to him about this 339, and what I'll do is, rather than do a fret level after and charge him from scratch, I won't do that. I'll take the price of the setup off. The price is already going to pay me for the setup, so and I'll say, look, I'll do it for the extra blah blah blah. So that's it, that's where I am with these 2 guitars, and you know, going to contact him tonight. He ain't got a phone, so I'll contact him via Facebook, and if he wants to come round tonight, come round tonight. Otherwise, I'll take him round this tomorrow because he's got a gig tomorrow. But that's it. Till the next project, as always, be good to each other, and I'll talk to you soon.